Shoot the front end and the back end.
Spares was great, and what's crazy about that is this time around, it was like, all right, we older now. There's more skills involved. It's like, all right, now let's see how it's gonna go this time. And when I got in the ring, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised me with how much defense he really had.
Teofimo Lopez has finally responded to the shocking sparring rumors circulating throughout boxing's underground scene, and his reaction has completely set the internet on fire. Reports claiming that Shakur Stevenson was knocked out during a private sparring session by his close friend and brother Keyshawn Davis have sparked massive controversy. The WBO's super lightweight champion did not hold back after hearing what allegedly happened behind closed doors. Just weeks before their highly anticipated January 31st showdown, Teofimo's response has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. According to multiple sources present inside the gym, Shakur Stevenson was caught with a brutal shot from Keyshawn Davis during what was supposed to be a light, controlled sparring session meant to prepare both fighters for upcoming bouts.
Who surprised me?
Yes.
Was Teofimo Lopez.
Okay.
Teofimo, I think I seen this like 2 days or a day after the situation.
His last fight, Cepeda. His last fight. You don't know how many people are talking about him?
Reports suggest Teofimo immediately took to social media, posting a series of messages that had fans laughing uncontrollably while also raising serious doubts about Shakur's readiness for the biggest fight of his career. One source claims Teofimo posted something along the lines of, "So let me get this straight. The guy who's supposed to beat me just got put to sleep by someone he refuses to fight because they're brothers. Make it make sense." The post quickly went viral across all platforms, with fans flooding comment sections demanding to see the actual sparring footage. Many are now questioning whether this incident could damage Shakur's confidence heading into the Lopez fight. However, what truly happened inside that gym, and why Teofimo is celebrating so publicly, reveals a rivalry far deeper than most fans realized.
Or he said that the training, he probably did too much training for that fight that caused him injuries. So a lot of these fighters kind of don't understand. It's like, yeah, you got to put in the work, right? Yes, you got to put in the miles, you got to put in the conditioning, everything. But at the same time, you also got to listen to your body.
Before diving into the explosive details surrounding the alleged knockout and Teofimo's relentless trolling, it's important to understand the history between these three fighters. Just days before the sparring incident surfaced, boxing insiders noticed unusual activity on social media involving Shakur and Keyshawn. The two fighters, who repeatedly refer to each other as brothers and claim they would never fight for any amount of money, were seen training together at the same Newark facility. But sources inside the gym describe a far different atmosphere than the friendly image portrayed publicly.
They had going on, but Keyshawn kind of punched them, but it was a heated moment at the time. And when Keyshawn did, I think Teo, from my point of view, I felt like it was time for Teo to do something. Do something at that point in time. Somebody just punched it.
One trainer, who requested anonymity, shared, "The energy in that gym was tense the moment they both arrived. These guys have massive egos. Even though they're friends, there's always been an unspoken competition about who's really better." According to insiders, this tension reached a breaking point during what was meant to be a controlled technical sparring session designed to prepare Shakur for Teofimo's speed and power. Analysts believe the friction between Shakur and Keyshawn has been building for years, fueled by both fighters chasing the same spotlight and opportunities. Sources also claim there were heated discussions before sparring began, with Keyshawn wanting a higher intensity than Shakur was comfortable with so close to the Lopez fight.
Y'all already know. I promise you already. Teo better be working. Cause I promise you I put in so much work this camp. Let's do it. And I'm just checking in with y'all real quick, letting y'all know. Better bag.
According to individuals familiar with the situation, Keyshawn reportedly told members of the training staff, if he wants to beat Teofimo, he better be ready for real pressure. "I'm not here to babysit or make him feel good. This is boxing." That statement set the tone for what would become one of the most talked about sparring sessions in recent memory. The most shocking part is what eyewitnesses claim actually unfolded next. Sources say the opening rounds were fairly normal, with both fighters testing distance and working on specific techniques.
Mention my name in that interview. Just a question.
He said Crawford will beat me.
It's just an opinion.
I don't like it. I hope you respect that part.
I respect it.
I'm not saying Pedraza's gonna beat you.
Nah, I ain't say that. Because you know that's not going to happen.
One person close to the camp described the scene. Shakur was doing his usual stick and move, working angles for the Teofimo fight. Keyshawn stayed patient, attacking the body, nothing crazy. But everything reportedly changed in the 4th round. Multiple sources claim tensions escalated after Shakur landed a hard shot that caught Keyshawn clean on the chin. That moment, they believe, triggered something inside Keyshawn, who felt disrespected by the power of the punch during what was supposed to be controlled work.
I want to be the best. So when I see certain guys out there, and I seen Teo his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy, like he like doing things with his hands down, flashy. I thought it was cool, so it kind of made me want to get in a ring with him and see if he could do them things against my style.
What happened next has sparked intense debate across the boxing world, with witnesses offering slightly different versions of events. However, everyone present agrees on one thing. Keyshawn landed a crushing left hook to the body, followed immediately by a vicious right hand upstairs. One eyewitness described it vividly. It happened fast. The body shot dug in deep. Shakur dropped his hands for half a second, and that right hand came over the top like a freight train. Shakur went down hard. The gym went dead silent.
Something like,
Hey guys, I think it's very important for us to really think about Keyshawn Davis and his situation. I know personally that he's going through it mentally, and how I know this is because I was there. I've been there. I'm wishing the best for Keyshawn Davis. God willing, he finds.
The aftermath was described as extremely tense. Shakur's team immediately shut down the sparring session, and heated words were exchanged between both camps. Fans flooded social media with disbelief and emotion. One fan wrote, "If this is true and Shakur really got knocked out by Keyshawn, Teofimo is going to destroy him. That's a huge confidence killer before the biggest fight of your life."
Did Teofimo knock out Shakur? No. Can Teo adjust to the point where he beats Shakur? Yeah. You don't see how? Shakur hates slick and economic boxers. So does Teo. They both hate where each other are. Shakur looks great against volume punchers.
Others expressed skepticism. One commenter said, "I don't believe any of this without footage. Sparring stories get made up all the time. Show the video or it didn't happen." Meanwhile, Shakur supporters rushed to his defense, pointing out that even legends have been dropped in sparring and that it doesn't always reflect fight night performance.
Fighters, I think that he did some great things against them guys. I seen a lot of weaknesses in his game too, and something that he said earlier, he said, Teo never lost to Southpaw. Well, I never lost to Orthodox. So it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did either.
Oh, so you gotta show it, baby.
One defender stated, "Even Mike Tyson got dropped in sparring. This means nothing. Shakur is still going to outclass Teofimo and prove he's levels above everyone at 140. This split reaction highlights a common truth in boxing. When private gym stories go public, fans believe whichever narrative fits their bias. Still, the timing of this incident has raised serious concerns given how close it allegedly occurred to the Lopez fight.
Either Teofimo, I guess.
Yeah, senior.
Every fight is every fight is a different version.
Senior, tell him we talking to senior. We ain't talking to
different
little dude over here. Senior,
Fight
what
is
up?
Reports indicate the sparring session took place in late October, during a phase when fighters typically reduce intensity to avoid injury. Many observers find it unusual that Shakur would engage in such hard sparring at that stage of camp. Some have questioned whether involving Keyshawn at all was a misjudgment.
People are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I can see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity.
I'm going to prove myself, but I also want these guys to fight each other too. You know, I want these guys to prove that they that too. I'm not going to I can't be the only guy that's...
Boxing analyst Max Kellerman recently commented on sparring intensity before big fights, saying, "Smart fighters protect themselves late in camp. You don't prove anything in sparring. You save it for fight night." Sources close to Teofimo's camp say they were thrilled upon hearing the rumors, viewing it as a psychological edge heading into January 31st.
You mistake me for Bud. That's but I was cheering for you, bro. Who you? I was cheering for you. You were? Yeah, for sure. I bet. I wanted you to win so I could be the person who beat you.
What's the issue between you and Bud?
For sure. I'm gonna give you your first loss. No, you're not. Yeah. I promise you you're not. All right, bet.
Like, I've been too nice. One individual connected to Lopez's team revealed, Teofimo laughed for 10 straight minutes when he heard. He kept saying, "This guy got knocked out by someone he's scared to fight and thinks he can beat me? That's comedy." However, some insiders warn that Teofimo's celebration could backfire by motivating Shakur even more.
Saying that you got more to prove and that the lights is too bright for you. What do you feel about that?
Man, I don't believe in pressure. Pressure either make diamonds or bust pipes. And at the end of the day, I'm a diamond, so I've been shining my whole career. It's not going to stop now.
The situation becomes more complicated due to the so-called brother angle Shakur uses to avoid fighting Keyshawn. Social media has been relentless in highlighting the irony of Shakur allegedly being knocked out by the very fighter he claims to love too much to face professionally. One commentator said, "Let's be honest. Keyshawn just showed everyone why Shakur doesn't want that fight." The brother excuse sounds good, but this tells the real story.
See, man, you talk crazy about black people, you talk crazy about Puerto Ricans. Man, he gonna pay for it. He gonna pay for it January 31st. It's time to show him what the level is. I don't think he realized what the level is, so I can't wait to show him.
It doesn't look good. That's when they say he's boring. The thing is, Teofimo Lopez is an excellent fighter. He beat Josh Taylor and Lomachenko. How did he beat Lomachenko? By being patient. Y'all sleeping on Teo. And it's at 140. Now the thing what's wrong with Teo is, Teo also looks good as a counter puncher when you are a volume puncher too. Another thing is, Teo looks very great when he's...
Teofimo has leaned heavily into this narrative, using it as ammunition in his psychological warfare. Sources claim he privately remarked, "How you gonna beat me when your own brother put you to sleep and you're scared to make it official?" This approach has resonated with fans who have long questioned Shakur's willingness to take the toughest matchups.
Shakur is a very talented, skillful, technique fighter.
Yeah.
You know, can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit. Scared to get knocked out in front of the world, scared to get touched up in front of the world.
Are you saying that off of the last fight or just
in general?
Perhaps the harshest element of Teofimo's campaign has been his social media trolling. Sources monitoring his accounts say every post is carefully calculated. One particularly brutal post reportedly read, "Training going great. Nobody in my camp putting me to sleep. Different levels."
I respect him so much as a person after he done, you feel me?
Yeah.
It was him that did.
That post exploded with engagement as fans debated whether Teofimo crossed the line or simply played classic pre-fight mind games. A combat sports psychologist commented, "Public humiliation can either break a fighter or light a fire." Teofimo's approach works because it feels playful rather than insecure.
The things that Teofimo is coming out with, I don't think Shakur knows even what to say or reply to it. I wouldn't even want to repeat the stuff that he's saying, but he's making some really, really fruity comments. But I suppose that's one way to get in your opponent's head.
Sources say Lopez's team has carefully crafted this image of a confident champion amused by his challenger. Beyond the rivalry, this incident has reignited debate about sparring culture, leaked gym stories, and accountability behind closed doors. High-profile fighters now face risks few consider, from reputation damage to mental pressure.
Like Lomachenko. You just objected. You want to tell him how much you like him again? I think you like him. You keep telling him. Objection. What? Tell everyone. False accusation. You got a thing for it, right? It's okay.
I can't wait to beat this clown, bro. This dude is a clown.
Focus on me. Better have that chin.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has remained quiet on this incident, but has previously acknowledged how difficult it is to keep training camps private in the social media era. Promotional teams are walking a fine line between hype and harm.
Electricity, I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science.
One insider explained, "Sparring stories get exaggerated all the time, but once something goes viral, truth doesn't matter anymore." Keyshawn Davis has stayed silent, refusing to confirm or deny the reports. a move some see as confirmation and others as professionalism.
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight. Who wins that? Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've had him on the pod, he bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is.
The biggest question remains unanswered. Did Shakur Stevenson really get knocked out by Keyshawn Davis in sparring? Without video or official confirmation, the story lives in rumor. Still, consistent reports from multiple sources make it impossible to ignore entirely.
And just supporting why.
What about Shakur Teo?
On that one right there, I feel like that's gonna be a good fight. As far as skill-wise, as far as Shakur actually being there with somebody who got some finesse and can punch. Outside of just being a puncher, you can actually box the fight.
What is clear is that Teofimo Lopez has completely dominated the pre-fight narrative. Whether this psychological warfare translates into victory on January 31st remains to be seen. But for now, Lopez has won the perception battle. Shakur must now prepare for the biggest fight of his career while dealing with relentless public scrutiny.
Things that I learned from every fighter that I face to now put it on display against Shakur Stevenson. And that is what I'm looking more forward to than anything else. Everybody else, listen, it's just horse, excuse my language.
Hopefully, both fighters can put this controversy aside and deliver the elite-level performance fans deserve. Boxing needs this fight to live up to its potential, regardless of what happened behind closed gym doors. For the latest updates, news, and exclusive boxing content, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a drop.